All right, hey, what's going on, everybody? What's up, and welcome back to another episode of AEW All Elite again, the TEW IX series. And this today is going to be our 40th episode. We've made it to the big 4-0, where we're middle aged. So yeah, nothing really special planned, but it is cool that we've made it to 40. But yeah, that being said, we're on the road to full gear. We've got some cool stuff planned for Dynamite. Yeah, should be a fun episode, should be a fun stream. Hope everybody is having a nice day so far, and if not, I hope it gets better. Anyways, I don't know why I went into that. Let's get down to business. Let's play some TEW. All right, I'm gonna take a look at my notes here so I can remember what the hell we're doing. Yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff for Dynamite here. I've got some stuff for next week's Dynamite here. New Omega willing to put over MJF. FTRSU, yeah. Oh, set Mia Yim to turn, yeah. Mia Yim, she has been looking at cruiserweights here. Mia Yim, she's been a babyface the entire time she's been here. And she's kind of been relegated to being Davina's go-to friend and tag partner for a while. And I think she's done that for long enough. We're gonna decide her to turn heel. I don't wanna give obviously I'm giving away that we're gonna turn her, but I don't want to give away everything. But I will say I was looking over at the heels and our faces, our women, and I think I think she could do some good work on the heel side. Let's just leave it at that. I don't want to give away the plans here. All right, and yeah, that was the only thing written in the notes that we had to do. We've got plans for Dynamite. Collision is coming up after Full Gear. I don't really have anything special planned for that other than obviously CM Punk's gonna debut. But yeah, we'll figure that out when we have to. So let's go. Let's advance. Oh, and I guess last time I actually advanced all the way to Tuesday to save myself time. So shout out to me from last week. It's always annoying when you start up the game and you're on Thursday and you're like, damn, I can get all the way to next Wednesday. All right. My computer always gets a little loud during these loading screens. It always gets a little scary. Don't like that. Wow, look at Old Man Atlantis here. Wow. 58. You know what? For a 58-year-old, these aren't even that stats aren't even that bad. Yeah, he may be leaving CMLL. Ryusuke Taguchi re-signing? Okay, they are gonna re-sign him. Yeah, that would be crazy if they didn't. Right, nothing crazy here. Oh, right, yeah. Towards the end of the last episode, Trinity Fatu, Naomi, her contract with WWE came up, so I figured, yeah, we'll try to sign her. Hey, we got her. All right. I wasn't really paying attention to her contract, to be totally honest. So I don't really have plans for her, but we're just gonna bring her in as a face for now. Sure, you can be Trinity. All right, yeah, we're negotiating with Colt Cabana and Kelly Klein, so that way we can they're in Ring of Honor, but for some reason we can't call them up to AEW. I don't know what's going on with that, so we're trying to negotiate with them. Got everything sorted out, and yeah. All right, and now that Trinity's here, it's time for us to advance and book some Dynamite. Oh wow, I advanced right on the song change there. That was sick. All right, let's see. Where did we go last week? October 21st. Last week we were in New England. Maybe we head to the Tri-State. Yeah, we were just there in like early August. It's October. Yeah, I think that's fine. We're gonna draw about 14,000 fans. Let's go to New Jersey. Jersey. It's not even a current meme anymore. That's how out of the loop I am. I'm doing memes from like 2022. All right. You know, I would like some angle ideas. Give me some good angle ideas, please, because we book a lot of. Oh, a near certainty. Wow. Well then. Well then, booking team. Okay. Yeah, I was just gonna say we run a lot of angles, especially since we're building up to a pay-per-view. So yeah, some good angle ideas like this would really help us. Oh, a near certain. Wow. Wow, they are on fire today. Let's see if we can get a character idea to round out the meeting. A safe. Wow, safe bet. Wow, thank you, booking team. That was a shockingly good meeting. Wow. Why can't I have meetings like that in the CMLL save? In the last one, they gave me 4 gambles. 4 gambles in one meeting. Brian Cage busting out the cards, playing some poker with everybody. Excalibur doing karaoke. I could see that. I could see him doing like an Ice Cube song or something. Davina Rose training Bianca Belair. Poor Bianca Belair. I've got no plans for her right now. Or maybe we've got like something in the future for her, but yeah, we're definitely underutilizing her right now. That'll change soon though, I think, hopefully. All right, we didn't do a recap this time, but yeah, we can look real quick at what we did last week. Yeah, there's a ton of angles here. We're just gonna look at the matches. Eddie Kingston and Kento Miyahara got a win over the Death Riders, Shingo and Fergal Devitt. Swerve beat Ilya Dragunov. We had Kenta attack Swerve. Chris Hero's here. Mox promo, Lucha Brothers promo, Hana Kimura. Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian beat Evil Uno and Chris Brooks of the Dark Order. And we ran an angle with the Young Bucks, FTR, and SCU to set up SCU versus FTR for the #1 contendership, essentially. Walter cut a promo on Don Callis and Swerve. AJ Mendez cut a promo just kind of calling Davina Rose a loser. She's jealous. We had Dragon Lee and Bandito have the match of the night, and then they had a respect angle after the match, and Latin Mafia attacked Bandito. While Dragon Lee kind of just was forced to watch. He couldn't really do anything about it. Bryan Danielson cut a promo. He's got his eyes on Swerve. And in the main event, we had a women's tag team title defense. AJ Mendez and Nikki Storm successfully defended against Davina Rose and Mia Yim. All right, that's what we did last time. I said I wasn't going to read the angles, and I did anyways. I can't help it. I've got this desperate need to recap things. All right, anyways, I'm going to stop being stupid now. We're going to book this episode of Dynamite. Oh, my cat has entered the chat. Hello, cat. Welcome. All right, and yeah, it's time to book the debut of Chris Hero. Finally, I don't even remember when we hired him. It was at the same time as FTR and Bryan Danielson and all those people. So he kind of got lost in the shuffle there for a bit, but yeah, he's here now. Chris Hero is here. He's going to team with Kenta, and he's going to take on the Don Callis clients, Ricky Starks and Will Hobbs. We'll give this 13 for now, but we may take away from it if we have to. I'm kind of looking at this and wondering if they could pull off a storytelling match. I assume Chris Hero has good psychology. I don't really know about Ricky Starks or Will Hobbs. Let's see. He's got okay psychology. And Will Hobbs maybe good, maybe mid. Okay. You know what? Sure, we'll give him a storytelling match. And the story is that Chris Hero is going to win his debut and pin Will Hobbs because, yeah, Ricky Starks is a lot better, so we'll have Will Hobbs lose. Let's see. Is Don Callis officially managing these two? How do I check that? Roster doesn't have a manager. Okay, let's change that. All right, manager Don Callis. And you know, I've been doing Don on commentary for a lot of these matches. Let's just let him manage this time to see if he's got good chemistry with either of these two. All right, so that's one match down. We got the storytelling match out of the way. My cat has decided to chill here. Welcome. All right, SCU versus FTR. Kind of a big match. Kind of a big match, I'd say. Because yeah, we've got Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, the the last title challengers, taking on SCU, who are the pretty much the self-proclaimed #1 contenders. They did win they did beat the Death Riders in the War Games, though. They do have a good point about that. And you know, I kind of want to ask them to steal the show. What else are we gonna book here? Let's see. Yeah, I think this would make a good steal the show match. Let's see. FTR, are you? I mean, SCU. Are you guys? Yeah, it's got good consistency. Okay. Frankie is pretty good. Okay. All right, yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and do it then. All right, steal the show match. Oh, and who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Oh, the anticipation is building up. Oh, I'm trying to build up anticipation for me clicking the person's name. FTR is gonna get the win over SCU. Continuing the round robin. So they lose to the Young Bucks, but they beat SCU. And yeah, we're going to do a tainted finish here, of course. All right, and now let's get our women's match of the evening on the show. The recently returned from the recently unretired Sarah Del Rey will take on Holiday. We'll just give him 10 minutes. Pretty much the storyline is going to I kind of want to give Sarah Del Rey a promo, but they don't really have good promo skills, I think. I feel like I feel like I should. If they're gonna go after the title, they should at some point cut a promo. So we're probably gonna have to. But yeah, basically the story is that they were just like, you know, I was happily retired and I had no reason to come back to the ring, but Awesome Kong, when you put your hands on me, it reawoke something deep inside me that hasn't been awake in years. And I'm not gonna let your disrespect slide. Not this time. Not after all the history between us. Awesome Kong, I'm coming for that belt. So yeah, Sarah Del Rey's pissed at Awesome Kong coming out of retirement. And yeah, Holodead, unfortunately, you are in the way. We'll make an open match. Clean win. Go have Thunder Rosa at ringside. Okay. Latin Mafia. We want them to get a trios win. We've been doing a lot of trios matches with the Lucha Brothers and Dr. Wagner, Hijo Dr. Wagner Jr. So yeah, we're gonna have Latin Mafia pick up a trios win here. I don't know who they're gonna beat, but let's see. It shouldn't be too hard to find people. Let's bring in some dev guys actually. Show me male babyface. Who I All right, I don't. You know what? Just show me the guys, please, please. Yeah. All right, baby faces, baby faces. And we got White. You know what? Actually, we've got. Let's see. We've got Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and one more. Oh, you see that? See, that's another person whose contract we need to fix. Because I was about to say Cheeseburger. I know he's in ROH. Why is he not here? I don't understand. We bought ROH and we got some of the people from the roster, but not all of the people from the roster. I don't know. I don't understand it. Anyways. So not Cheeseburger. Wheeler Yuta. Wheeler Yuta is the right guy in the right place at the right time on the right show on the right day of the week. He gets to lose to the Latin Mafia. We're doing Santana, Ortiz, and Garza Jr. I think that's what I wrote. Yeah, okay. I thought about doing Garza and Humberto and either Santana or Ortiz, but Santana and Ortiz are just more over. Alright, they're going to face Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and Wheeler Yuta. Give this 11 minutes here. Let's give the win to Garza, actually. I think Garza could use, hopefully get some popularity out of this. Of course, we're gonna have the other members of Latin Mafia at ring, or what are we gonna have them at ringside? Hold on, let's see. You know what? They don't need to be at ringside actually. Although let me see. I just checked if those guys were being managed by Don Callis. Are you guys being managed by Oh, okay, 3 people. Let's see. God, we gotta get our managers together. Can you please manage the people you're managing? All right, Santana. And where is Ortiz? Okay, thank you. All right, that's 59 minutes so far. Wow, it's kind of light. All right, but anyways, it's time for our main event, which we're gonna set this up on this show in the opening segment. So we're gonna have Kenny Omega. Oh, not Lance Archer. Kenny Omega. And Adam Page are going to take on the AEW World Champion Cody and his good friend Maxwell Jacob Friedman. So yeah, I believe this is the first time we're having Cody and MJF team up. And yeah, it's a huge match for them. They're taking on the former world champion Kenny Omega and Adam Page, who has beaten both Cody and MJF individually in singles matches. So very interesting match here. Let's give them time. Let's give them like 18. Why not? It's the main event. All right, and let's see, how should we? Oh wait, you know what? I know exactly how we're gonna play this. The winner of the match is going to be Cody Rhodes. And the loser will be Kenny Omega. We're going to have him do an open match. Tainted win. And yeah, that's it. Tainted win. See, my idea for this is that at some point in the match, maybe behind the referee's back, MJF is going to clock Kenny Omega with he doesn't have the Dynamite diamond ring, but let's just say he has brass knuckles. Let's just say he has brass knuckles. He's at some point behind the referee's back, he's gonna clock Kenny Omega, and Kenny Omega is gonna get pinned by Cody again. And okay, yeah, we haven't said this yet because we didn't book the opening promo, so let's do that. But the stipulation on this match is going to be that if Kenny Omega and Adam Page win, Kenny Omega gets the title shot at Full Gear. Yeah, unfortunately they're gonna lose. So yeah, MJF really gonna fuck over Kenny Omega. All right, we're at 79 minutes. We can definitely book 36 minutes of promos. That's nothing. All right, opening promo. I have 4 minutes. Cody Rhodes. Or let's see, we can have. I was gonna say we could do 3 parts for this, but I don't like to do too many parts for these, so we're gonna keep it to 2. We're just gonna have MJF also come out. I imagine Cody would come out and talk first for a bit, and then MJF would come out, but we're just gonna have both of them be in the first part. Gonna have Jonah Rock here in the back. He's still, remember, he is still MJF security, as is Tom Lawler. And you know what? Actually, I need to check what happened last week before we book this, because I don't remember, and I need to know what the hell Cody's gonna talk about. Let's try open. Oh right, he had a big championship celebration with like Arn Anderson and Brandy Rhodes and MJF, and then basically Adam Page came out and talked some shit. And I think, was Kenny Omega involved? Oh, AJ Styles was involved. I think he was off screen. Okay, Kenny Omega was there, and Sting? Or Sting? I feel like Sting and Kenny Omega were off screen. All right, but anyways, Cody Rhodes, the world champion, gonna open the show. He's gonna talk some trash on Cody Rhodes. Let's have Arn with him actually again too. We're doing the gimmick where Arn Anderson is like his, not really his manager, but kind of his I don't know. He's just the guy that hangs around him. All right, so we're gonna have Arn there again. 4 minutes. Second part. Foreshadowing. We're also gonna make this 4 minutes. Right now in this part, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have MJF shut up, just for the sake of the score, and we're gonna have Adam Page come in and speak. And Kenny Omega, who realistically, if the stipulation of the match is that if Kenny Omega wins, he gets the world title shot, he definitely would be speaking. But again, for the sake of the score of the promo, we're not gonna have him say anything. It's just gonna be Cody and Adam Page talking, and yeah, they're just gonna build the main event. And you know, I don't think I need to use an angle idea for these guys, so we're gonna save them for for some of the other promos we're gonna book. That definitely will need it. All right, so that's going to be the opening segment, 8 minutes. Let's see. I wrote down the people I want to cut promos, so I don't just sit here like who should cut a promo. FTR, yeah, they're definitely gonna cut a promo after they cheat to beat SCU. Nothing too fancy. We're gonna give them 3 minutes backstage, or it doesn't even need to be that long. We can give them 2. We'll call this storyline development. Oh yeah, FTR gonna cut a promo basically after they cheat to beat SCU, just kind of saying like, those guys were going around for weeks telling everybody that they were the #1 contenders. Well, look what just happened. They got in the ring with FTR and they lost. Some #1 contenders you are. Young Bucks, we're coming. We're coming for our title shot. We're coming for those belts. Everybody has to say they're coming for those belts. Contractually obligated. All right, let's get Chris Daniels on screen. All right, cool. I wrote SDR with a question mark. Yeah, we'll give Sarah Rey. We'll give her. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give her a 1-minute promo that's just gonna air real quick before her match. It could even be like a picture-in-picture thing, like how they used to. I feel like WWE used to do this a lot, where somebody would be entering to the match and they would do like a picture-in-picture with a little backstage promo. Yeah, so Sarah Del Rey is gonna cut a quick promo, basically explaining that she came out of retirement to face Awesome Kong. Right here, we'll have a Renee Paquette be there. Oakley on screen. I mean, do we want to use a character idea on a 1-minute promo? Or I mean, an angle idea? We're gonna book all the promos and then we'll come back and see which ones get the angle ideas. Because actually, we might actually want to use it on this. I booked the segment in the CMLL save the other day that got a 39. It was the Jamie Noble promo. He doesn't speak Spanish. All right, Stokely Hathaway. All right, everybody's favorite manager, Stokely Hathaway, gonna cut a promo that's definitely going to do above a 70. Please, for the love of God. 3 minutes backstage. All right, Stokely Hathaway. He's gonna start the promo by laughing really hard. He's like ah, like he heard something really funny, and he's gonna be like, "Did you hear that? Did you hear what Sarah Del Rey had to say? She's coming out of retirement, Kong. She wants to face you for your belt. What a joke! What a clown!" Sarah Del Rey, you've been gone from the ring for so long that you must have forgotten what it's like to be in there with a competitor like Awesome Kong. What it's like to suffer through the beast that is Awesome Kong. And quite frankly, Awesome Kong, we beat you up last time just because you were in the way. It's nothing personal. Awesome Kong, just back. Yeah, this is gonna go on like that basically, and just kind of tell Sarah Del Rey, like, you know, you've been retired for too long. You don't even deserve a title shot. Why would Awesome Kong even face you? You were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Get over it. And yeah, we need Stokely's Angels to be back in the background. Allie, Penelope, and Archie. He's also gonna take some shots at Hannah Kimura, I guess, because why not? Eddie Kingston. We had Eddie Kingston and Kento Miyahara get a win over Shingo and Fergal Devitt last week on Dynamite. And then basically John Moxley cut a promo like, you know, very John Moxley-esque. Like, oh, you won one battle. Oh, big deal. Can you survive the war? And Eddie Kingston responded on Dark, pretty much saying like, you know, I was born in a war. I am war. All that kind of stuff. He's basically going to cut that same promo on Dynamite. All right, so there's Eddie Kingston. We're going to have Kento Miyahara also be here. Let's put all the Death Riders off screen. Oh, Shingo. All right, so that's basically it, except we're gonna add a second part. This is also gonna be 2 minutes. Oh, I already did that. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have him have another run-in. This keeps happening. We're gonna have him have another run-in with the Latin Mafia. We're gonna have Santana, Ortiz, and Garza Jr. be there because they're the ones in the match. Selena de la Renta as well. And yeah, basically they're gonna be like, Eddie. We've been trying to tell you, man. You're hanging around the wrong people. You're fighting with the Death Riders, man. You're lost. You don't know what the hell you're doing. You're fighting these guys for no reason when you should be fighting with us. And now you're hanging around with the Kento Miyahara. Who the hell is this guy? And Eddie Kingston's he's sick of it at this point. He's had enough. He's gonna snap on Santana and just be like, look, I told you guys already. I'm my own man. I do my own things. You know, I thought we were boys and all, but if you can't respect my word, then get the hell away from me. I'm not gonna tell you again. And then he's gonna storm off, and the Death Riders, or not the Death Riders, the Latin Mafia are gonna be like, all right, we'll see. So yeah, that's a tease. All right, and I guess it would make sense for this to go before their match. We need 18 more minutes. We're doing it. We're doing it. Oh, we already booked this. Oh yeah, Don Callis and Swerve. Swerve. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, so Ricky Starks and Will Hobbs are gonna lose this match. All right, let's have Don Callis and Swerve just cut a promo later in the show, I guess, and they're gonna address Kenta and Chris Hero, and also they're gonna respond to Walter from last week. All right. And Bryan Danielson. They're responding to a lot of people at once. We're giving them 4 minutes backstage. Storyline development, we'll call this. Renee there. I think Don Callis has better mic skills than Swerve. I could be wrong. Let's see. 71 to 90, although he's not as over, I think. Oh, he's actually he's maybe about the same. And yeah, his mic skills are maybe slightly better. You know what? Screw it. We're just gonna have both of them talk. I do have those angle ideas. Yeah, so last week, Walter, we have to go back before that. On the Dynamite anniversary show, which was 2 weeks ago, Walter faced Bryan Danielson, and Swerve got involved in the match. He distracted Bryan Danielson, which led to Walter winning the match. And yet Walter basically cut a promo last week saying that even though he won the match, he doesn't appreciate people like Don Callis and Swerve Strickland getting involved in his business, and he gave him a stern warning. Don't mess with me. So yeah, they're gonna respond to him. Basically, Don Callis is gonna say, look, we're not ruffians, we're not thugs, we're not gonna mess with you. But sometimes Swerve Strickland, he just wants to get an up close look at you, the Prime Champion, at Bryan Danielson, another competitor here. And Swerve Strickland is basically gonna add to the promo by saying, like, I see a guy like you with a championship, and I think to myself, I can beat that guy. So kind of, throwing a little bit of shade at Walter, kind of saying, like, if this guy can beat the champion, well, certainly I can top that, because he beat Bryan Danielson, but I can definitely, wait till you see what I can do to him. Also, I feel like it would just make sense for him to kind of keep trying to bury Kenta and now Chris Hero, and just say, like, I'm not even worried about that. Those guys, okay, you got to win over Ricky Starks and Will Hobbs. Congratulations, but you're still nowhere near my level. Chris Hero, I don't even know why you came here to AEW, but you better stay away from us, or before we put you on the shelf with your old tag team partner, Claudio Castagnoli. Oh. And yeah, we're definitely going to use an angle idea on this. I don't trust. Yeah, we're going to use the same. Don Callis is okay sometimes by himself, but the last time we booked the promo of both of them, it didn't do that great. So yeah, angle. Okay, I think that's it for the promo I've had written down, but there's definitely room for some more. So let's see what we got here. Speaking of Walter and Bryan Danielson, neither of them are on this show, so we can probably just give both of them promos. Um. Oh, we should also probably get the Lucha Brothers on here. Oh, you know what? Actually, I didn't write this down, but I actually have an angle I want to do. After the Latin Mafia 6-man tag, we're gonna have the Lucha Brothers and Wagner come out and straight up challenge them for next week, because I think that's gonna be a sick match. Yeah, so we'll let Penta do the talking here, but yeah, he's gonna come out. He's gonna do his usual Cero Miedo thing. Yeah, you know, they've been calling them out for a while now. Now that they're in the ring, they're like, "Oh, you guys want to have a 6-man tag? Why don't you have one against us next week?" Santana. Should we let should we let Selena De La Renta talk? Fine, we'll let her talk. She always seems to do bad, but you know, I'm hoping that if we keep giving her more chances, she'll eventually get the hang of it. She's got good mic skills. We have a near certainty to an angle involving Wagner. Yes, okay, sure, perfect, wonderful. All right. You know what? How about we do? How about we do an angle where Brian Danielson, he heard Don Callis and Swerve earlier in the night, and he's gonna cut a promo basically like, you know what, Don Callis and Swerve, I told you, Don Callis, I don't want anything to do with you, and you had Swerve get involved in my match anyways. How about we settle this next week? But the thing is, we're gonna have next week Don Callis and Swerve come out, and Don Callis is gonna say, you know what, we thought about it, and no, we don't want to do that. And yeah, we're gonna have Brian Danielson wrestle probably Moose instead. Moose or Brian Cage, whoever has more popularity. Simple promo. We'll give him 3 minutes. Really, I feel like this could be something that could be a 2 minutes promo. But we have like 11 minutes left on the show, so we'll give him 3 of them. Okay, simple. Man, I can't wait till we do a Brian Danielson, Kenta, and Chris Hero team up, because I wasn't. That was never the plan, but the things have kind of aligned in a way where that's what we're probably gonna do. So I'm excited. Long live 2007 Ring of Honor. All right, and we're gonna put this in the right before the main event slot. Hopefully, Brian Danielson does really good, or really well, I should say. Sorry to all the English teachers out there. Let's see. We can do Walter maybe. We could do John Moxley, but I don't really know what he would even have to say. Because yeah, we're not having Eddie Kingston, Kent Miyahara, or any of the Death Riders wrestle on this Dynamite. So yeah, Yeah, let's give Walter a promo. All right, Walter, he don't got time for all this back and forth with Don Callis and Bryan Danielson and the he said, she said. He's like, you know what? I'm about that action. I'm about that action. Somebody see me in the ring next week. I don't care who. I don't care who. I'm Big Walter. Yeah, Walter's suddenly from New York. Yeah, backstage promo. I'm just trying to switch these up. Let's call it tease. His boys can be behind them. We don't. We never do anything with these guys. So yeah, we'll have to find somebody for Walter to squash next week. Okay. Let's see. We've got 5 more minutes. God, this is so many angles and we still have 5 minutes. That's kind of insane. Kind of insane. All right, let's get Moxley on the show. Is there anybody else missing? Like, I know Maria's not on the show, and believe it or not, she is a star. AJ Styles and Davina Rose. The Young Bucks aren't doing anything. Sting. We decided to keep Andrade out of that promo. I was thinking of giving the Latin Mafia a separate promo, but I don't really want. Yeah, so let's give the Death Riders a promo, and we need to make one of these a wild brawl. Can this be a wild brawl? No, it cannot be. Dude, I really don't want to make the main event a wild brawl. What if we do this? Can you guys brawl? I'm sure FTR can brawl. Yeah. Say yeah. Oh, Christopher Daniels, why aren't you a brawler? Frankie Kazarian be brawling. Okay. All right, you guys are no longer stealing the show. You're gonna brawl. So hit each other for real. We're gonna shorten it to no. You know what? We'll leave it as 15 minutes. Whatever. Christopher Daniels, just do your best. And we're gonna make this the steal the show match. I'm not even gonna look at their stats. I'm not even gonna look. I'm not even gonna look. All right, Jurassic Express and Wheeler Yuta, I am counting on you guys. Do not let me down. If the match goes bad, I'm not gonna fire any of them, but don't let me down. All right, what a steal the show match. All right. Yeah, Death Riders promo. All right, we're gonna have John Moxley cut a promo where he's gonna be like, "Look at Eddie Kingston. Look at this guy. He's trying to fight all of us. He's got problems with Santana and Ortiz and the Latin Mafia. This guy's no mentor. This guy can barely keep himself together. Kento Miyahara, if you want to be a world-class, elite wrestler, you need to join us. Kento Miyahara, you should be a Death Rider. We'll give him 4 minutes. All right, Kento Miyahara, I want you, finger pointing outward. I want you, Kento Miyahara, to join the Death Riders. Quit hanging around bums and hang around winners like us. Man, it's really gonna suck when Jon Moxley doesn't agree to put him over at the pay-per-view. We just have him beat him. It's gonna be so sad. We're gonna do this whole feud, and Kento Miyahara's only ever gonna be Shingo. I don't know. If worse comes to worse, I'll just force Pac to lose them, or Fergal maybe. Let's see. Where's that Eddie Kingston promo? It is here. I'm gonna put this here. All right. Wow. Mox and Bryan Danielson promos before the main event. We're cheating. All right. We only need 1 more minute. Let's see. We're gonna give 1 more minute to steal the show. Sure. All right, exactly 115 minutes, exactly 17%. We did it. I knew we could the whole time. Let's book a dark match. You know what, Alex Shelley, we forcefully unretired him like the tyrant we are. So let's get some Motor City Machine Guns action going, and let's do it intergender style. So yeah, let me see. Let's get some ladies. Let's see who are the female baby. Emi Sakura, of course. Julia is a heel. Jamie Hayter is a heel. La Catalina is a face. Lady Flamer, Lady Maravilla. Mischief. Oh, Roxy and yeah, let's get Roxy and Suri. Definitely. Okay, and let's find some heels for them to face. They can take on the team of, let's do Toxin and Latigo, our go-to heels when we need people for matches. And let's see. Here, show me women. Show me the ladies, respectfully. Show me the ladies who consent to be shown. I know I keep saying I want to book Lady Shani and Silueta, but I don't want to just keep booking them to lose dark matches. I don't know if that would help them. All right, so we got Sky Blue, we got Jamie Hayter, Julia. Let's do Julia and Jamie Hayter. That's a fun sounding team, actually. Yeah, imagine going to an episode of Dynamite and you get there a little early and you see people in the ring already and you're like, is that the fucking Motor City Machine Guns in the dark match? Just unannounced, the Motor City Machine Guns are there wrestling and you're like, holy shit. All right, yeah, Toxin and Latigo. Julia, Jamie Hayter. All right, and we're gonna give our baby faces the win here. We're gonna have Suri go over. We're go over Jamie Hayter. All right, and as far as dark matches go, that is a pretty sick one. All right, so this is our Dynamite for tonight. We've got a lot of stuff going on. I am not going to recap any of it. Let's see, what did we do last time? We got an 83. Wow. Yeah, we got an 83 last time. That's a pretty high score. Oh, well, we've got Kenny Omega, Adam Page, and Cody Rhodes in the main event. We're shooting for an 85. We're shooting for an 85, man. That's 3 of our major stars. If we can't top last week, I don't know what we're even doing. All right, the dark match gets to 64. Alex Shelley was rusty, of course. That's why we're giving him dark matches. So, yeah. We're going to have to keep doing this until he works off that rust. And Sarria to 66. She cooked. As did Chris Sabin. All right, opening segment. 8 minutes with Cody, MJF, Adam Page, the whole crew. It's an 82. A solid opening angle. Ooh. All right, Will Hobbs and Don Callis are a poor connection. Okay. Oh yeah, and I'm getting penalized because Don Callis is still a babyface. God damn it. I need to just turn him heel already. We should, yeah. Let's see. What will the game... Oh, okay, yeah, sure. We'll take that into consideration. It says his last turn was very recent because we debuted him as a face, but you know what? We're just gonna do it anyways because he's 100% heel. So yeah, we're just gonna have to do that. It's been long enough. All right, continuing. Okay, FTR versus SCU in a wild brawl. Gets an 80, a solid match. Both the FTR guys got 72s. What a tag team. Oh, yeah, and FTR gets the win after blatantly cheating. What bad guys. All right, we come back from commercial break. FTR gets a 2-minute promo, burying SCU. God, there's too many 3-letter acronyms here. FTR buries SCU and the Young Bucks and declares themselves the #1 contenders. Got a 69. You know what? I don't think I used all those angle ideas. That angle just reminded me. All right, there's one here. Let's see. Oh God. It feels like kind of a waste here because I just know this isn't going to be a good angle, and regardless of what we do. So we might just have to like hold that L. We'll use it for this one. Right, I've got a near certainty. Stokely, don't fuck this up. I love Stokely Hathaway in real life, but in this mod, he's so like inconsistent with his promos. It drives me crazy. Sometimes he'll give you like a 90 randomly, and then other times he'll give you like a 60. It's like, get it together, my guy. Let's use one for this. Do we have another good one left? Got another near certainty. All right, continuing. Don Callis and Swerve promo gets a 70. The hints that Don Callis' heel turn didn't go down well with the crowd. Shut up. How about that? How about that, crowd? Shut up. His last turn wasn't recent. He debuted as All right, you know what? The Sarah Del Rey promo, not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Maybe I should have used an angle idea here. Yeah, 59. I thought we were going to be seeing like yellow numbers here. I thought she was going to get like a 40. But yeah, Sarah Del Rey proving to be better than I keep expecting her to be. Although I knew, she was really good in her time. She wasn't, I don't know if she was much of a promo person, but she was a really good wrestler. So I don't know why I'm surprised. Ooh, and a good match. Saturday beating Holiday gets a 71. Yeah, happy with that. Beat her with the Royal Butterfly. All right, let's move on. Hey, Stokely promo gets a 75. All right, Stokely, you keep your job for now. Although I got a 75 with the angle idea. So, yeah, could have been better. Oh, 75 for Walter. Just raw, no angle idea. Showing Stokely Hathaway how it's done. Take notes. Yeah, no, Walter. He's tired of the back and forth between Don Callis and Bryan Danielson. He wants no part of it. He's here to wrestle. Somebody meet him in the ring next week. 73 for did I not apply an angle? I thought I applied an angle idea to this. Anyways, 73 for the Eddie Kingston and well, the Eddie Kingston promo on Death Riders, and then the confrontation with Latin Mafia. I could have swore I put an did I not just put a near certainty on this? Am I crazy? Wow, a 79. A 79. Ortiz got a 90. What? What? Are you kidding me? What? Ortiz. Wow. Ortiz really looking like a star in this match. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the match got a 79. This completely exceeded my expectations. I had no idea this would be this. And you know what? All the dev guys did pretty solid, but yeah, shout out to Ortiz specifically. Carried the match. Why was he working so hard? He's putting on a Tokyo Dome performance, so everybody's just wrestling like it's Wednesday. All right, the promo from Lucha Brothers and Wagner after the match gets a 74. I don't know why I forgot what this was for a second. Or yeah, 74. This has been a good episode so far. John Moxley only getting a 69. Wow, I'm shocked actually. John Moxley's been slipping a little lately. I know he lost some popularity once we took the belt off of him, but his promos have really kind of fallen off, feels like. Anyways, got a 69. Bryan Danielson getting a 75. The hints at Don Callis' heel turn. Don Callis was off screen. How is he hinting at his heel turn off screen? Oh, and the main event gets a 86. A big number there. Cody and MJF going over Kenny Omega and Adam Page, the Elites, in 1743. Cody used the ropes. That dastardly heel. Cody only got an 84 in this match. Not as good as Ortiz. Ortiz, the star of the show. Shocking. 83. We did just as good as last week. All right. Garza Jr. was slightly overused. Damn it. Had I seen that before the show, we could have possibly gotten 85, like I guessed. But anyways, an 83, still really good. Successful show right there. All right, and it's dark time. AJ Styles hanging out with Scorpio Sky backstage. All right, cool, fun. And that's all that's going on. All right, dark. Let's get somebody. Let's see. Is there any local workers? We don't really check that out. Oh, there's a ton of local workers. Damn. All right. All right. So everybody male. Show me people with a minimum popularity of like, I don't know, 30. Oh, that really narrowed it down. BJ Whitmer, Joey Styles. You know what? Never mind. Just get me out of here. All right, let's find some people for the Briscoe brothers to beat. How good is Calvin Tankman doing? 58 and a 40. Okay. You know what? Sure, they're gonna take on Calvin Tankman and Galeno Del Mao. Just two big bruisers. That team, just two meaty men. All right, yeah, Mark and Jay Briscoe. Calvin and Galeno. All right, we're also gonna give the Briscoe brothers a promo here. Pretty much the last thing they did in the save is they beat Beer Money at the anniversary show with the help of Maria. So they're gonna cut a promo basically saying, like, now that we've whooped them boys' asses, I mean, it's time for us to get back to our original mission here in AEW, which is to go after the world tag titles and to prove that the Briscoe brothers are the best tag team in the world. Just a babyface promo, basically. Yeah, will they actually be in the title picture? That remains to be seen. This is true love making. Storm, Bobby Roode. Let's see what else we got for Dark. Yeah, Wagner and Mia Yim. All right, yeah, we're gonna give Wagner a singles match, I guess, and Mia Yim. I can't remember the last time we've ever given Mia Yim a singles match. Also, that actually reminds me, I actually did want to do a promo with Davina Rose and Mia Yim on Dynamite, but I kind of just forgot about it. But that's okay. We'll just put it on this show, and it'll be fine. All right, so let's see. Show me the women's roster, please. Is there a heel here that I don't? Stephanie back here. How are you doing? 41. 47. Okay, that's a little better. 40. All right. You know what? We'll just get Silhouette in there. All right, Mia Yim is gonna go one-on-one with Silhouette. We're gonna, Silhouette is pretty good, so we're gonna leave it at 12 minutes. Give him a little bit of time to work here. Yeah, of course, ultimately Mia Yim is gonna get the win here. And let's go ahead and book that promo. Basically, the promo is going to be that Davina Rose is they're being interviewed pretty much about, like, you challenged AJ Mendez and Nikki Cross for the tag titles, and unfortunately you didn't win that match. How are you guys feeling? And Davina Rose is gonna kind of cut an optimistic promo, like, obviously we're upset that we're not the women's tag champions right now, but you can't win them all the time. Sometimes you got to take a step back before you can take a step forward. So we're holding our heads high, and we're gonna keep trucking along, and we will get another title shot. And when we do, mark my words, we will win those tag titles. But then yeah, Mia Yim, who normally doesn't chime in, is going to speak for once and say, like, hey, you know what, Davina Rose, you might not be that pissed about this, but I am. So if I'm pretty pissed. I want to take off some steam. I'm heading down to the ring. Any of these bitches in the back, send them out there. So yeah, Mia Yim, showing a little edge, showing a little spice, a little flavor. Maybe not flavor, maybe edge was the right word, actually. Mia Yim's like, I don't know what's up with all this, we lost, but we were holding our heads high shit. Somebody meet me in the ring. I'm mad. Oh, and who's gonna we've got plenty of guys that can wrestle Wagner. What we just do Laredo Kid? We keep having Laredo Kid lose to people on Dark, even though they're the ROH World Television Champion. But he's really good. He's really good. I can't help it. Wagner. Laredo Kid. Should we give him 15 actually? Screw it. Yeah, we're gonna give him 15. And Wagner is simply going to win. Alright, we need 6 more minutes. Let's get a Lucha Brothers promo in here. And we should probably get a Young Bucks promo. They didn't do anything on Dynamite. I feel like that happens a lot. Lucha Brothers, tenemos cero miedo. We have some time left, so we're going to give them 4 whole minutes. We're giving them an extra minute longer than they usually get. Use it wisely. Penta. Yeah, maybe the segment is that Denise Salcido's like, I've been told officially that you guys will be facing Latin Mafia on Wednesday, and then he cuts the typical Penta promo on them. And shout out to Penta. I saw that he's the WWE Intercontinental Champion. I'm not really watching WWE right now, but you know what? Good for him. That's really cool. I think in AEW it felt like Tony Khan clearly liked Phoenix more. Whenever they needed to do a singles match, it would be Phoenix. But Penta's cool. Penta is very cool. Oh yeah, Latin Mafia. Man, I wish you could just select a whole stable and put them off screen. It would save so much time. right, we only need to book 2 more minutes. I think I want to give yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna move this promo here, and we're gonna give Latin Mafia a promo too. Just because we have 2 more minutes, basically. And yeah, I realized I didn't have Andrade on Dynamite at all, so I just want him to be on Dark. So day 2, we'll talk about this upcoming trios match. And I wish AEW signed Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. It makes me so sad that he's stuck. He's stuck jobbing to Ethan Page in AAA. It's like, damn, dude, you were the GHC heavyweight champion, the first ever Mexican GHC heavyweight champion, and he's jobbing to Ethan Page. What a travesty! What a travesty! Ricky Starks goes to NXT, and Tony D'Angelo's the champion. God damn it! No, I don't know anything about Tony D'Angelo. I just saw today that he won that title. I don't know if that happened yesterday, maybe, but I just saw that today. And I was like, good for that guy, but man, Ricky Starks, how are you not the champion yet? What are you doing? They put the title on everyone who comes from AEW. Come on, man. All right, the Briscoe brothers defeat Calvin Tankman and Galeno Del Mal in a match that gets to 64. All right, thank you, Calvin. Thank you, Galeno. Oh, he beat him with a cutthroat burning hammer. Holy shit. He's busting out the cool moves because it's dark and he knows he can get away with it. Their promo 57, not too hot. All right. The Lucha Brothers promo gets a 62. As does the Davina Yim and Mia, the Davina Rose and Mia Yim promo. I fused them for a second there. Oh yeah, I got a 62. All right, Mia Yim versus Silueta gets a 69. Pretty good match. Pretty decent. Hinting at a future heel turn. The Latin Mafia promo gets a 74. Andrade, Loki. I don't know who made this mod and decided that Andrade has good mic skills, but hell yeah, man. He does. Hell yeah. How you know? All right, the main event gets a big 77. Dr. Wagner Tercero defeats Laredo Kid. Laredo Kid doing better than Wagner in this match. Wow. Man, Laredo Kid's definitely gonna get called up once the cruiserweight division's going. For sure. All right, a 76 episode of Dark. Thank you, Laredo Kid. Carried the show. As did Andrade. Well, we made 1.8 million. Jesus Christ. All right, we didn't gain pop in the US, but we gained popularity everywhere else. Except Tasmania, of course. All right, I think I've earned the sip of this Coca-Cola here, so I'm going to have a sip. Yeah, we're changing it up today. Usually I've got water. Today, Coca-Cola. Oh, whoa. How did I do this? All right, that was scary. I thought the game crashed for a second there. Oh, Ring of Honor ran last night, so we're going to look at that in a second. All right, We signed Kevin Kelly for ROH. Yeah. Yeah. It's the less we say about this, the better. 9 million people watch Dynamite. Okay. Oh, and Jimmy Jacobs thinks we should let Garza Juniors talk. Oh, 61 to 91. Wow. Maybe we should. Thanks, Jimmy. All right. Let's see. We had some Ring of Honor last night. Let's see what went down. I didn't even mention this last stream, but off screen, I increased the length of their shows from an hour and a half to 2 hours. I'm really trying everything to get them to freaking book Lady Shani and Sari. But looking over this card, they are not here. God damn it. I don't get it. I don't. It's like they just refuse to book them. Let's see, we're gonna. Don't they film multiple shows at once? Yeah. Oh wait, no, this is the one we looked at. All right, well, they booked the Fancy Bastards. That's fun, but yeah, they just refuse to book Sari or Lady Shani. It's so annoying. I'm literally just gonna have to bring them in and do it myself. Just keep giving them wins on in dark matches. I don't know what Super Delphin's problem is. Or actually, no, Wink Lavasaur, you're the booker. I don't know what your problem is, bro. Book Sari or else. I'm not playing with you. Oh, whoa, did it again. I don't like this. I don't like that it's doing this. What is this? All right, nothing happening. Okay. Hey, CM Punk's back. Whoa. We hired him and immediately sent him on vacation, so he wasn't hanging around backstage causing trouble. But he's back. Oh boy. I almost instinctually clicked on the AAA results out of habit from CMLL, but I was like, oh wait, we're AEW. We're not even worried about AAA. They're not even on our radar here. Yeah, in the CMLL save though, we're trying to outdo them every week until we're trying to get to the point where we're just outdoing them without even trying, where we're just casually mogging them. I hope I used that term right. I heard my coworker say it before. Yeah, we're gonna mog them. All right, I don't like this. Is it gonna do that every time it loads something? That's really weird. I might like save and restart the game when I go on my break. Yeah, I don't like that. Oh no, we didn't sign Maurice. No. Oh, I can't believe it. Damn. We didn't sign Maurice. Oh, the save's ruined. Cancel the whole save. Damn, we didn't get Maurice. That sucks. Man, I have no clue what we're gonna do with Naomi. You know, we tried to sign her really early on, and she stayed with WWE, and then it seems like they didn't do anything with her because she's like still in like the 30s in popularity, and I feel like that's exactly where she was back when we tried to sign her the first time. So yeah, we've got some work to do with her. We're gonna have to get her over. Hello, OBS. I see you. Yes, I haven't forgotten about you, OBS. Dragon Gate bringing in Blake. How good is Blake Christian, actually? Should we have him in dev yet? He's got good aerial and flashiness, but we'll let him get some more experience, and then maybe we'll sign him at some point. Hey, Colt Cabana and Kelly Klein. All right, sorry, Colt. CM Punk's here now. You gotta hide in ROH. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Or, I mean, I do, but yeah, Colt Cabana is officially banned from Collision. Collision hasn't even debuted, but he's already banned. He's pre-banned. Man, we're gonna have to start booking CM Punk once Collision starts. I can't believe I've done this to myself. Although we're bringing him in as a heel right off the bat, so that should be pretty fun. We're just gonna have him come in and instead of putting the title on him and then having him fucking have a meltdown, we're just gonna have him come in like that. He's just gonna come in already pissed. So yeah, he's basically just gonna be himself as his gimmick. Chris Sabin has left Impact. I thought you already left Impact. Hey, hold up, Fantasma's back. What? Hey, buddy, let me talk to you. Let me talk to you real quick. Oh. Sorry, buddy. All right. Yeah, Hijo de Fantasma's been here for a while. We've tried many times to push him. We've tried. I wanted to turn him heel and I wanted to unmask him and do a whole feud of him, but he wasn't really going for it. He had no interest in being unmasked. So yeah, did we ever turn? I don't even know if we turned them heel. Oh, yo, what? What? Oh wait, okay. It says he's still wearing the mask. Okay. If we sent him to dev and he just fucking decided to unmask on his own, that's so. Yeah, here, turn heel and dev. Should we create a stable for him? Here, who can be in it? We'll do Hijo de Fantasma, Laredo Kid, and Galeno Del Mal. All right, yeah, so I guess that means we're gonna have to break up the Calvin Tankman Galeno Del Mal team. It was cool while it lasted. I know Hijo de Fantasma has a group in WWE, but truly and honestly, I could not tell you the name of that group. So we're gonna have to come up with something, just something here. How about? I don't know, man. Los Fantasmas. Yeah, for now. We're not even. We'll give him a logo. Fine. It needs to be something spooky, something with a ghost. Maybe the color purple. So far, no ghost, no purple. Oh, there's purple. It's like a regal thing, though. I don't really like that. Just again, kind of regal. I don't know, man. We'll go with this one. It's kind of generic. Kind of nothing. What was that called? Something amboss? All right, there we go. It's kind of generic. Whatever. Los Fantasmas. Did I make them heal? All right, there we go. They're never gonna book Lady Shani or Suri. We keep sending people who are too popular to them. They're just never gonna book them. All right, we're gonna get up to Tuesday, and then I think I'm gonna go on a quick break. We've been going for a little over an hour and a half. But yeah, we're definitely gonna try to book another episode of Dynamite and another episode of Dark. This is really annoying. I'm gonna save the game and try to restart it and see if that'll fix it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so if you've been enjoying this so far and you love OBS, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm going on my break. Don't go anywhere. Woohoo! All right, let's see. We're gonna be right back. Okay, we are back. Sorry for the delayed return there. We're back. It's Tuesday. It's just about time for us to book some more Dynamite. Everything is well. Let's take a look at 77. I'm keeping an eye on Raw lately because we're gonna do Collision on Mondays. So yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty fun once we start Collision to try to outdo Raw every week. Kind of like how I'm trying to outdo AAA in the CMLL save. Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. They've got a they've got a lot more stars than we will probably have. But I'm confident in the roster. I guess technically also we're already competing with NXT every Wednesday, but I feel like we're at the point where we kind of stomp them every week. So it's not even really a competition anymore. We have won. We won the competition. Oh, bad luck Fale. Dislocated knee. Wow, ouch. That sucks. Get well soon. A Supernova joins Noah. I've never seen this guy in my life. Is this like an IWRG wrestler? Oh, my cat is going in the closet. Let me get him out. Hold on. Oh, it says right here this guy's a AAA guy. Okay. All right, without farther ado, it's time to book some more Dynamite. It's October 28th. I didn't think to do any Halloween stuff for this episode, but maybe. Let's see if we can fit some in, even though it's a couple days before. Yeah, it's too bad it didn't land on the 31st. Went to the tri-state last week. Mid-Atlantic. We're going to the Mid-Atlantic. Let's see. Screw it. We're gonna sell out this 10,000 seater in Washington D.C. The capital city Halloween, the capital the city a few nights before Halloween special edition of Dynamite. It rolls right off the tongue. All right, let's get to. Can we have a repeat of last week's miracle booking meeting? Nope. All right, so last time was a one-off. Got it. Oh my god. All right. Okay, I shouldn't have. Oh man, all right. Yeah, last time they gave us 2 near certainties and 2 safe bets. I was flabbergasted. My flabbers were gasted. All right, safe bet. Thank you. Yeah, it was a once in a lifetime booking team meeting. This time, not so much. All right, training. James Storm and Brian Cage bonding backstage. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, makes sense. All right, that's it. All right, last week we got an 83. It could have been higher. We slightly overused Garza Jr. So yeah, this week we're gonna try to top that. We're shooting for an 85 this week again. Can we do it? Maybe. Oh well, yeah, this is gonna be a fire main event. We've got Latin Mafia versus the Lucha Bros and Wagner Jr. Or excuse me, I keep calling him Wagner Jr., but that would be his dad. He's Wagner Jr. Jr. and then the other one's Wagner Jr. Sr. Shout out to Stumble. If you haven't watched the show Stumble, please watch Stumble. It's good. Please don't let it get canceled. I keep clicking book show. I'm trying to book a match here. I'm all over the place. Yeah, this is definitely going to be the main event. The rivalry renewed. Santana Ortiz, Lucha Brothers. We're adding Dr. Wagner and Garza Jr. to the mix. Oh, I pressed H for Hector. Garza Jr. We're gonna have them do a steal the show match. Why not? Oh my god, yeah, his consistency is 92 to 100. Jesus, man. Why are you in AAA? Did Tony Khan see his stats? Alright, yeah, hope. Oh, is the game gonna say we're overusing Garza Jr.? Man, damn. I see something. Oh, his cooled momentum. That's not good. Let's see. All right, I've got a near certainty and a safe bet. We're using them. All right, he's warm. He's warming up. We're gonna use this safe bet. Oh, it was a failure. All right, he's still warm. Okay, we'll leave him at warm. Damn it, I was trying to get him to very warm. All right, see, this is tough because I feel like if we put him in a 19-minute segment, the game's gonna. Well, let's see. Let's see before I say anything. So I feel like the game's gonna say we're overusing him. But at the same time, I don't. It's the main event. I like for the main event to be at least 15 minutes. Who should go over here? I think I want Latin Mafia to go over, actually. We're gonna have Ortiz. No, we're gonna have Santana, pin Wagner. Of course, it's going to be tainted. We're going to do a interference finish. Outside interference. There we go. We're going to have him be attacked by Andrade. He's being used far too much. Oh, come on. Is it worth it to try using the one of those likely succeeds? Damn it. Oh, we only have one. All right, all or nothing. All or nothing. All or nothing. Success. Yes. All right. Did we do it? He's still being used far too much. Fuck. It didn't matter. Okay. What else is gonna be on this show? Man, I really wanted that to be the main event. All right, Brian Danielson versus Brian Cage or Moose is not a main event. Davina Rose and Mia Yim versus Odeota is not a main event. Yeah, that stinks. What if we what if we make the non-wrestling time 1 minute? Actually, yeah. What if we do that? What if we make the non-wrestling time 1 minute? We're getting creative here. They come back from commercial break and Latin Mafia is already in the ring, and then the Lucha Brothers and Wagner are pissed. So instead of doing their full entrance, they run to the ring. They run right in the ring. There you go. There you go. Slightly overused, we'll take it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me nice. We're gaming the system. Hey, all right. I'm really proud of myself there. Let's get Brian Danielson on the show. Who's more popular? We've got Moose and we've got Brian Cage. Surprisingly, I think it's Moose. All right, Moose, step on up. You're wrestling Brian Danielson. This could potentially be our storytelling match. I mean, I don't have to check Brian Danielson. He obviously has good psychology. So yeah, we're gonna have this be a storytelling. Yeah, Brian Danielson is gonna pick up the win. And let's put his good friend Don Callis on commentary. You know, he can get some digs in while Brian Danielson's trying to focus on his match. I had to take a swig of my Coca-Cola there. Maybe Coca-Cola is not the best drink for when you're streaming. Now I feel like my mouth is just dry. The last match I've got written out already is Davina Rose and Mia Yim. I just feel Odeota. We're gonna do Hagetsu and Rina Yamashita. They have negative chemistry. You don't say. All right, Rina Yamashita and Hazuki, whatever. Or I mean Kagetsu and Hazuki. All right, and in a shocking result for this match, we're going to have Kagetsu is going to get the win. We're gonna do, let's see, distraction finish. Davina Rose will be distracted by Rina Yamashita. Oh, Mia Yim is extremely unhappy. Oh man. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Desperate times. Call for desperate measures. This may be we may be overreacting a bit here, but Davina Rose, would you like to put over Kagetsu? This is a big ask. They're probably gonna say no. Yeah, they said no. Okay, that makes sense. All right, let's ask Mia Yim. Mia Yim might say yes, actually. Let's see. I believe Mia Yim's only recognizable. No, oh no. Okay. You know what? You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna scrap all this except for Rina Yamashita. You can still be at ringside. We're gonna do Victor, Mia Yim. But we're gonna do a Mia Yim tainted win, even though she's a babyface. And we're gonna have. We're just gonna have interference by Rina Yamashita. Oh, yeah, so instead of Odeotai Tai cheating to get the win here, Mia Yim is going to cheat them. A bit of role reversal here. All right, get a big lead, Odeotai Tai. You've never even wrestled on main event. How can we put you over? Oh, we're gonna do a Briscoes promo. Let's throw that down now too. Let's throw it down. All right, 1 minute hype. We're gonna have them pretty much like they already said on Dark. We're gonna have them cut a promo saying like, you know, we beat Beer Money, so now it's time for us to refocus and go after our original goal, which is the AEW tag titles. And yeah, they're just gonna get jumped by Suzuki-gun here. Yeah, Bobby Roode tried to flex his legal skills on them, and now they got the better of them. So now they're just pissed. Now they're just like, you know, let's just beat them up. It's simpler. If I have Bobby Roode talk, everybody else can attack them. All right, cool. All right, the Briscoe Bros got jumped. All right, we need to 66 more minutes. Okay, let's see what we can do. Yeah, look at all these major stars not on the show. Oh, right, we were gonna give Walter a match. Let's do that. You know, he's done enough open challenges for the title. I think we can just end that pretty much. We're just gonna have this be a match. Walter, have you wrestled Ilya Dragunov already? We did, but that was in January. We can definitely run that back. So Ilya Dragunov, get over here. Why did I click 2v2? All right, and you know, just because I don't really know what else I'm gonna book on this show, we're gonna give them 13 minutes. Yeah, obviously Walter is gonna win. You know what we're gonna do? Actually, we're gonna have. I don't know for sure if this is gonna be the co-main event, but we're gonna do the Bryan Danielson versus Moose match, and then right after we're gonna go into the Walter match, and then right after that, I think I want to have Walter do a promo and get attacked by Swerve. People are just getting jumped left and right on the show, but you know, I feel like we need Swerve to show that, you know, Don Callis may be his manager, and he may be the type to talk and try to be diplomatic about things. But Swerve Strickland, you know, he's not going to be intimidated by Walter. He's going to go right after him like he did with Kenta and Bryan Danielson. He doesn't care whether he's the champion or not. So he needs to assert his dominance over Walter. So yeah, let's do that. Walter is going to cut a promo. Oh my god, dude. Oh yeah, he's gonna cut a promo similar to his promo from last week, where not backstage, in the ring, where he's gonna say like, you know, I don't like doing this back and forth, whispering, rumors, talking shit about people behind their backs. Anyone who has anything to say to me can come say it to my face. He's gonna just cut a promo basically like that about Don Callis. And yeah, Swerve, he's not gonna come say it to his face. He's gonna attack him from behind. How are we gonna actually, you know what? He's not gonna attack him from behind, because I just remembered that I put ring camp at ringside. So we're gonna have Swerve and Don Callis respond, but he's not gonna attack him. I changed my mind. I changed my mind. The angle's different. We'll give this. Should I give this a full 3 minutes? It seems like a lot. We'll give it 2. Or you know what? Yeah, like how I was just saying, Don Callis is the diplomatic type. Maybe he'll come out and be like, look, Walter, we're sorry. We didn't mean to upset you, but we are interested in setting up a match against you, the great AEW Prime Champion, and Swerve Strickland, the mega star, the mogul. You know, Walter's Walter, so he's gonna be like, you know, if you want to wrestle me, then shut up and wrestle me. And he's gonna drop the mic. Swerve Strickland is gonna be back. Okay. You know, I want to do Walter, Danielson, and Swerve in a triple threat at the pay-per-view. I wasn't planning on doing Swerve versus Walter in a singles match just because I feel like it's weird to do heel versus heel like that, especially for in a title match. But we could do that, maybe. I don't know. It'd be weird. It'd be weird to book that. We'll figure something out. Luckily, that's a problem for the next stream. We should maybe give Sarah Del Rey another match. Or Adam Page can wrestle a match. How much time we got? We got 46 minutes. Yeah, we can get at least a match, maybe two. All right, 2-on-2 women's action. We're gonna do Sarah Del Rey and Hannah Kimura. Should I just do them versus Holiday and Thunder Rosa, I guess? Let's see. Holiday, did you losing? Oh, they're still recognizable. Okay, cool. All right, so last week, Sarah Del Rey beat Holiday 1-on-1. This week, it's gonna be a tag match. We're literally just trying to get Sarah Del Rey some popularity points before the pay-per-view. So hopefully their match with Awesome Kong does really, really sick. Also, she's more over in Great Lakes and the Tri-State. We need to remember that and book the pay-per-view to be in one of these areas. Oh, yeah, Sarah Del Rey is gonna win. It's a clean win. Again. In case you missed last week's episode, we're gonna run it back. Let's book another angle. All right, we're gonna do an angle where SCU is backstage this time, and they're backstage with Maria Kanellis. Maria Kanellis, the advocate for the advocate of the talents. I guess we need to find a fancier way to say that. I'm sure there's a word that describes the position I'm trying to give her. I just don't know it. But yeah, they're backstage with Maria. And she's gonna be like, after last week, I saw what happened in their match, and SCU were cheated out of a victory by FTR, and those type of things happen all too often here in AEW, and we can't let that stand. So I spoke to Tony Khan, we reviewed the footage, and he has declared that because FTR cheated to beat SCU, they will not be named the #1 contenders. And next week, we will have the originally scheduled SCU versus Young Bucks match. However, it will be in a non-title eliminator match, where if they win, they will get a title shot at Full Gear. Oh yeah, so FTR is about to be pissed. Here, 3 minutes. Stage. This is definitely storyline development. Oh yeah, so Maria continues to do good deeds for the AEW wrestlers. I didn't put her in the promo. Oh, I put her as a background player. No, wow. Maria, you talk. And Scorpio Sky can be here, I guess. Well, you know what? I said I was gonna book a Young Bucks promo on Dark, and I totally forgot to do that. So we definitely have to get them on this show somehow. We'll give them a promo. Oh yeah, we're gonna do a segment where Matt and Nick Jackson are reacting to the news that they're gonna be facing SCU next week in a non-title match. And yeah, they're down. They're like, you know what? We think that's fair. FTR did cheat to beat them last week, so we think it's fair that SCU still gets a shot. Excuse me, I had to cough there. Yeah, we're gonna have FTR show up. God, this is too many three-letter acronyms. Please. FTR is gonna show up, and they're just gonna get all in their faces, basically. So we're gonna have it supposed to be 3 minutes. And FTR are gonna get in their faces and basically be like, "You cowards! You guys know that we should be the tag team champions right now, not you guys. You guys are a bunch of cowards. You guys are chumps. And you're lucky that that girl got involved, or we'd be taking your titles. Just you wait." Yeah, they're just gonna be pissed. Let's add Denise Salcedo or something. Oh yeah, let's put FTR off screen. Oh, we still have 28 more minutes. All right. I feel like this show needs a strong co-main event. I feel like Bryan Danielson versus Moose and Walter versus Ilya Dragunov are both solid matches, but I don't think they're like co-main event quality. I think we need something there. Maybe I was saying just Adam Page can wrestle somebody. Maybe John Moxley wrestle somebody. Let's see. Can Adam Page just have a wild brawl with somebody? I feel like we've done this so many times in this series. Just ask the question: can Adam Page have a brawl with somebody? I mean, there's many people who can brawl, but who would actually make sense? I mean, you know what? I guess I'm like almost certain he's wrestled Jonah Rock before and beaten him. But it would make sense because he is mad at Cody and MJF. see. Adam Page defeated Jonah Rock October 2019. June 2020. All right, yeah, so this is going to be part 3. The rivalry renewed. Also, we're going to get a 2-for-1 deal here. We're going to put Kenny Omega at ringside. I'll also put Tom Lawler at ringside, but he's not as important. Sorry, Tom. Just keeping it real. And we're going to put MJF on color commentary, who is way better than Excalibur for some reason. All right, we'll move that to the co-main event slot. All right, we got to reorganize these angles. They're all jumbled up. So we're gonna start with this. Let's see. I want to do Bryan Danielson versus Moose and Walter versus Ilya next. Where is that? Oh, here it is. Boom. All right, but see, this should not be so early on the show. We definitely need like we definitely need something with Cody to open the show for sure. Definitely that's missing. Let's do that. Cody Rhodes, MJF, Arn Anderson's there, Randy Rhodes. Yeah, they're gonna celebrate their win and laugh at Kenny Omega and Adam Page, and kind of talk about how much they suck. And I guess we can have Arn Anderson kind of interject at one point and be like, "Look, Cody, I've known you for a long time. That's why I'm here. I'm trying to help you out, but you know, I've been watching you for a while now, and for these past few matches, you've been going behind the referees' backs. You've been using low blows. You've been cheating. Last week, you had MJF pull out the brass knuckles, and MJF's gonna be like, whoa, 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 old man, relax. What the hell are you talking about, man? I didn't cheat." Even though he definitely did cheat. And yeah, pretty much they're gonna kind of verbally abuse Arn Anderson. I feel like we did this exact gimmick before, but except this time it's gonna escalate to the point where it looks like they're about to hit him. And we're gonna have Adam Page and Cody and Kenny Omega once again come out, and once again they're gonna do their part of the promo segment. This is literally the the same angle we booked last week, except this time Brandy's in there too to tease her heel turn, which I kind of forgot that we were doing, but we need to make it happen. Cody's getting penalized because his wife's a babyface for no reason. So yeah, we should probably do that on this show. Yeah, so Adam Page defending the honor of Arn Anderson. Not really. He's not. It's not like he's running down there and saving him. I'm just having them speak. But like, we could book it so that they beat him up and then Adam Page runs down. But I feel like every angle ends in somebody getting beat up on this show. also kind of like having these matches back to back. It's kind of like Bryan Danielson wins the match, and then as he's celebrating, Walter's music hits, and Walter walks out to the ring all serious, and Bryan Danielson kind of stares him down, like, what the hell, man? And look at that, we only need 5 more minutes. We did it. We did nothing with Eddie Kingston, Kento Miyahara, the Death Riders. AJ Styles is kind of just chilling right now. He's not really feuding with anyone. Oh, and Kento Miyahara is well known. Oh, whoa. Hell yeah. Can we sneak in a Kento Miyahara match? Just to, just for the sake of it? I think that would be fun. Chris Ridgway is surprisingly over and pretty good. He's a cruiserweight, but he could potentially lose. Big Gringo Loco is an option. Kip Sabian. Yeah, let's do Chris Ridgway. And you know what? Let's bring the whole crew to be at ringside. Why not? I like this group that I made so much. We're gonna have all of them hang out on Dynamite this week, including Julia. All right, shout out to the fancy bastards. They're obnoxious. This may even be too long. We might have to do like 8. Oh, actually, yeah, I said I was gonna put all of them at ringside, and I almost didn't do that. We're up to 120. I've got 5 more minutes we can use here. I'm thinking we just we do this all the time, but I'm thinking we just give it to Jon Moxley. You know, we're kind of just dragging some of these feuds out until we get to the pay-per-view, truthfully, because we already know the plans for Mox versus Kento, and Eddie Kingston needs to get involved in this, which will happen soon, but not on this episode. Or, oh damn, actually, see, Mox doesn't have a promo, but we should probably have Latin Mafia cut a promo. They're in the main event. Do 3 minutes. Whatever, yeah, they send an ominous message to anyone who stands against them. We'll have Andrade speak. Everybody else, shut up. I'm thinking Garza Jr. we just don't even add him to this because the game's gonna say we're using him too much. I'd probably make one of the matches shorter because I still want to give Jon Moxley a promo. See, my thing is, ideally I would give Jon Moxley a promo where he's like, Kento Miyahara, we already know you're good. Why don't you try beating one of us next week, and then we'll give him a match. But I really need one of them who is not Shingo to agree to put him over. Like I'm at the point now where I almost think it would be better to just have them get pissed and then give them a bunch of money. They just don't want to put them over, and it's like, dude, it's Kento Miyahara, please. Like, I'm not asking you to put over Kip Sabian. Let's see here. Also, he lost some popularity. Interesting. Oh, it's because they lost the War Games, right? Well, also Kento Miyahara, you're well known right now, right? Whoa, 65? Holy shit. Whoa. When did that happen? Okay. You know what? Maybe we don't even ask him till next week because suddenly he's 65 popularity. So, okay. Maybe that has been sorted out on its own. Okay, I'm writing Pac or Fergal just to leave our options open, but we'll probably have him see if he can beat Pac. Man, I just know Mox isn't gonna put him over, but it's fun trying to it's fun trying to get there, at least. Someday if we keep trying, maybe we'll get Kento Miyahara over enough where Jon Moxley will just be like, cool, man. And I wish you could I actually have never tried, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, but in Fire Pro Wrestling, in the Fire Promoter mode, let's say you bring in another company's champion. So like if I booked Jun Akiyama, let's say he's the All Japan Triple Crown champion, you can just have them lose their belts to one of your wrestlers on your show. I wish you could do that in this game. I would so make Jon Moxley the Triple Crown champion and just have him feud with Kento. Man, that'd be sick. I need to get them to join the alliance so I can steal their belt. All right, I think everybody's in this promo. Briscoe Brothers getting jumped is a little high on the card. You know what? Let's split Jon Moxley in the event. You know what? I think that's fine there, actually. It's fine. And we can cut a minute from one of these matches. So we're going to cut a minute from this one. All right, a full 125 minutes, 78%. This Dynamite is looking pretty ready. Some people didn't make the card. Sucks to be you. All right, and let's get our now weekly tradition of booking Sari and maybe Lady Shani in a dark match going. What if we do 2 dark matches? We'll do one where Sari and Roxy get a win, and one where it's Lady Shani and Silhouette. Yo, I'm gonna make Kelly Klein put over Suri and Roxy. Fuck it. Why not? It's a dark match. What's she gonna do? Say no? All right, and we'll do. Let's do Gringo Loco's dating Lady Shawnee, so he can be in the match too. And we'll have them face. Should they beat Ultimo Dragon? Yeah, love. Pre-show, Suri, Roxy, taking on Kelly Klein and Jamie Hayter. All right, I'm gonna have Suri beat Kelly Klein. Let's see if Kelly Klein complains. I don't. It's the pre-show. I don't know if that'll be the case, but let's see. Hey, all right. Pre-show. All right, let's book another one. We're gonna do 3v3 quick entrances. We're gonna do Gringo Loco, Lady Shawnee, and oh, not Lady Silueta, just Silueta. And they're going to take on El Hijo de Vikingo, Lady Flamer, and La Catalina. Forgot her name for a second. And we're gonna give Lady Shawnee the win, please, for the love of God. I don't know why I don't know why the dev bookers just hate Lady Shawnee and Cerise specifically, but it really annoys me. It's like I bring you these two good wrestlers, I ask you to get them over, and you spit in my face. All right, so this is our episode of Dynamite. We're shooting for an 85. Let's see if we can get it. All right, but first the pre-show, Suri and Roxy get a win over Kelly Klein and Jamie Hayter. It gets a 63, pretty solid. Jamie Hayter and Kelly Klein, not bad at all. Obviously not as good as Suri though, which is why I had her get the win. Right, and Gringo Loco, Lady Shawnee, and Silueta pick up a win over El Hijo de Vikingo, Lady Flamer, and La Catalina. All right, this is just the type of stuff this is what I would do in the CMLL save if we had women on the roster. These are the exact kind of matches I'd book. Silueta and Lady Shawnee outdoing the men in the match, except for Hijo de Vikingo, but they outdid Gringo Loco. So yeah, shout out to them. Oh shit, did I I did not mean to start the show with this Latin Mafia promo, but what's done is done. 75 Latin Mafia promo. What else is on this show? Okay, yeah, it was literally just that. We needed to move it to somewhere else in the show, but it's too late. It's fine. All right, the real opening segment gets an 85. Thank you everybody involved. Brandy. Can we turn her heel already? Like, will it give us the option? I think I need to set it on the booking screen that she's gonna turn during one of these promos. All right, first match of the night. Davina Rose and Mia Yim pick up a win over Odeyo Tai. They politicked hard. Yeah, Mia Yim showing a little more of that edge she showed last week, getting a tainted win. Although Odeo's High also cheated, so I guess it evens out. It's fair. If everybody's cheating, then, you know, it's not cheating. All right, backstage with the Young Bucks and Maria. Yeah, Maria advocating for SCU here, saying, you know, they lost their match, but it was unfair. Therefore, FTR cannot be named the #1 contenders, and SCU will get a #1 contenders match next week. That was a lot to say. I'm very tired of all these tag teams names right now. I'm very annoyed. I can't believe I've done this to myself. Bryan Danielson submits Moose in our storytelling match tonight, gets a 73. Moose taking his first loss since joining the roster, but it's to Bryan Danielson, you know? He's one of like the greatest wrestlers of all time. If you're gonna lose to somebody, lose to Bryan Danielson. Oh, and not to be outdone, Walter gets an 80, beating Ilya Dragunov. Walter got a 99 in this match. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. I can't believe he got a 99 and the match only got an 80. That's insane. That really is insane. Yeah, what a match. After the match, we've got a promo from Walt. Well, first we have a promo from Walter, and then we have Don Callis and Swerve Strickland joining. There is a lot of red words on the screen right now. Ooh. All right, the hints that Don Callis' heel turn not going well. Walter didn't do good improvising dialogue. But all in all, the promo still got a 76. So okay, pretty good. Oh, right. No, that last promo was Maria and God damn it, it was Maria and SCU. This promo is the Young Bucks and Denise Salcedo, and then FTR come in and they're pissed. All right, yeah, this gets a 71. Sarah Del Rey and Hannah Kimura picking up a win over the Twisted Sister, Soledad and Thunder Rosa, and the match gets a 71. Okay. Oh, then I didn't even realize we did back-to-back matches again here, but Kento Miyahara picks up a win over Chris Ridgway and a match that gets a 70. Thank you, Chris Ridgway. Solid effort here in a sub 8-minute match. All right, we've got the Briscoe brothers cutting a promo, or trying to cut a promo, and then getting jumped by Suzuki-gun. It gets a 62. Not the most creative angle of all time, but you know, sometimes you gotta get jumped. You know, it's 2-on-5. Oh, and we got a 79 out of Adam Page and Jonah Rock in a wild brawl. Wow. Yeah, Adam Page completes the trilogy 3-0. Definitively better than Jonah Rock. Ooh, John Moxley with another not so hot promo. I don't get it. I don't know what's going on with John Moxley lately. I don't know if it's because he's feuding with Kento Miyahara and Eddie Kingston, and maybe he's big leaguing them. He's kind of sandbagging his promos, like, you know, you guys want to feud with me, you think I'm gonna carry you guys? But yeah, only a 62. I'm a little disappointed. Oh no! Santana sustained the torn rotator cuff. No. All right, good thing that group has 5 guys in it, but man, we need him for the pay-per-view. Oh, and they called an audible. They changed the finish of the match. Hold on. I'm saying hold on as though somebody's trying to say something. What? I think Latin Mafia was supposed to go over, but yeah, I guess because Santana got hurt, they changed the finish and they put over the baby faces instead. Wow. Wow. All right, but he tore his rotator cuff and you hit him with the Fear Factor, which is a package pile driver. Why didn't you just do it to Ortiz? What are you talking about? All right, anyways, the match got a 75. Man, I can't believe it. Oh. All right, 75 is not, we can't complain about a 75 match, but I really did think this would do a bit better. And I'm just upset that Santana got injured. I hope it's not too bad. 83 for the third week in a row. Wow, we are very consistent, if nothing else. Very consistent. 83. All right. All right, dark time. It's been a while. It feels like since we maybe not a while since we've done 2 weeks in one stream. So yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're making good time. Brian Danielson and Mike Bailey now travel buddies, and that's it. That's all that's going on. All right, I think I want the Death Riders to beat people up in this. So let's see, who can they beat up? Let's try this again. Anyone with 30? All right, no, all right. They can beat up Edge. All right, what if we do like 25? What if we do 20? That did nothing. Okay. Whoops. Why did I close that? All right, what if we borrow Yuya Uehara? His name's on the screen anymore. What if we borrow Yuya? Who's... I mean, I feel like Wheeler Yuta and Ultimo Dragon are better than these guys, but I don't, I keep giving Wheeler Yuta these losses. Whatever. He's popular. He'll be fine. All right, and they're gonna take on the Death Riders. Virgil Devitt, Hawk, and Shingo. All right, and we're gonna have Hawk get the win. Go ahead and have John Moxley be at ringside. Oh yeah, just the Death Riders, just getting some light work in here on Dark, just going through the motions, staying fit. Bringing the fight to Wheeler Yuta, Ultimo Dragon, and Yuya Uemura. I feel bad for Ultimo Dragon. He's too old to be in a match like this. Oh, can I see how long Santana's out for actually? Oh, he's out for a year. Oh no. No, my Cibernetico. Oh, my 5-on-5 Cibernetico. Oh. We're gonna have to. All right, we're gonna pivot. We're gonna pivot. We're gonna get. We're gonna get like Black Taurus in there or something. Or something. It's still gonna happen. Fuck. How dare you get injured before the Cybernetico, you bastard. That was the main match. That's the main attraction of the pay-per-view. Alright, anyways. Alright, let's get Stokely's Angels out here. We haven't seen them in a while. Let's get Dark Sheik and Penelope Ford and Darby Allin. No, Penelope Ford and Dark Sheik. And is there any faces? Wow, B Priestley, you're on the roster? Since when? What are you doing here? Chelsea Green is here. All right, Viper. Wow. Why did I forget about so many people in my women's division? Man, there's some kids screaming outside, and I don't like it one bit. We're gonna give them a tainted win. We're gonna do some classic, if I can find it, managerial interference. We're gonna have Stokely Hathaway get involved. All right, and we're gonna put at ringside. We're gonna have Awesome Kong and Ali. And I believe I have Stokely managing them, but it doesn't hurt to double check. Let's see. Doesn't have a manager. Okay. Or actually, can Stokely Hathaway... Have we ever had Stokely on commentary? I don't know. Let's see. Ooh, 24-69. What? Stokely, my guy. My guy. What are you talking about? 24-60. What? All right, who else do we want to get a match? Hey, you know who I feel like hasn't wrestled in well, they've wrestled in a while, but MJF. Like MJF, we rarely give singles matches. Or at least recently. Oh, Tommaso Ciampa is very tempting. Here, just wrestle Darby Allin. This will be the main event. Oh, it'll be a tainted win. I love how Darby Allin and Tommaso Ciampa were they were going after Dark Order and the feud was so bad. I was just like, you know what? We're just gonna act like this never happened. We're just gonna have them go back to just doing stuff. Because the feud was in fact that bad. You know, not Tom Lawler, Tommaso Ciampa might be a guy. He might be a guy we send to ROH. We can call up Colt Cabana or something in his place. We're gonna have the Death Riders open. MJF's gonna be in the main event. Hopefully I don't know if this is the right decision, but we will see. We're gonna have Eddie Kingston respond for Kento Miyahara, basically saying that Kento Miyahara accepts the challenge and that he's gonna take on any one of them. Dynamite. We'll just put them all off screen here. Man, if we could, I think Pac maybe will put him over now at this point, but if he doesn't, like, cause see, I would really like for Fergal to put him over, really. Like Fergal's cool and all, and he's popular and all, but you know, he's already established. He doesn't need to beat Kenta Miyahara. Kenta Miyahara, on the other hand, could benefit greatly from beating him, and if he gains enough popularity, maybe, just maybe, if we believe, he could beat Jon Moxley someday. Wouldn't that be beautiful? And then he can beat Cody Rhodes for the world title, and oh, I don't know why I just left this as serious. We're gonna do storyline. I don't fully know what I'm doing the next 2 weeks before Full Gear. So it's kind of hard to do promos because usually I'll do like a promo where somebody's like, "Oh, we're gonna wrestle next week. I'll see you on Wednesday." But I'm not too sure. Here, let's give a promo to. Let's give Walter another promo. He's pretty good. Yeah, we'll make it a tease. Maybe Walter says something like, there seems to be a lot of people with their eyes on my championship, and I don't care if I have to face them one or even two at a time. I will defend this championship no matter what. Just, really not being subtle at all. Just, I would even defend this in a triple threat. Wink. MJF's wrestling on this, so we'll give him a promo too. Yeah, he's gonna say they're pathetic. He's gonna be like, "You guys did all that whining, all that crying, crying. Oh, why, Cody? Why did you stop being our friend, Cody? And you guys get the chance to face us in the ring, and what happens? We beat you, like we said we would, because you guys are a couple of clowns. You're nothing but a couple of clowns, hey." Right. Adam Page off screen. Kenny Omega off screen. We can do. Oh, Cody off screen. How can I forget Cody? We still need 6 more minutes. Really now, you say? What if we make this 15? No, the game's fine. All right, cool. This match definitely does not. Is anyone over in this match? I didn't even think about that before I booked it. Is anyone in this match over? Why is Awesome Kong not in this match? Hold on a second. What am I doing here? Unimportant. Yeah. What am I doing? What is this match? Where am I? Awesome Kong, get in there. What are we doing? No offense, Dark Cheek, but we're out here booking matches where nobody's over? For who? Maybe this can go 10 minutes. All right, we still need 3 more minutes. We'll do more Davina Rose Mia Yim stuff. Really tease that heel turn. All right, Mia Yim's been really edgy, feeling really mean. She's not all smiles and rainbows. Like, and we'll have them. I believe they're still in the tag feud technically, so we'll have them talk about AJ and Nikki. And you know what? Fuck it. We'll also have them talk about Odell Ty. All right, and that's dark. I'm tired of booking dark matches, so we're not gonna do it this time. I don't really care what this episode of Dark gets, to be honest. But yeah, I'd be shocked if it did bad, considering it has the Death Riders and MJF on it. But let's see. All right, my God, we opened the show for 77. The Death Riders cooked them. My goodness. All right, yeah, Pac pinning Yuya Uemura. That makes perfect sense. The Eddie Kingston promo afterwards gets a 69. All right, he struggled a little. This Vina Rose and Mia Yim segment gets a 64. Teasing that heel turn. All right, Stokely's Angels, Penelope Ford and Awesome Kong pick up a win over B Priestley and Chelsea Green. B Priestley got a 58. We should probably send her to Dev, because why are you here? Like, I do remember, like, at some point signing these people, B Priestley, Chelsea Green, and Viper. But yeah, we just have all these unimportant workers on the roster where it's just kind of like, when have I ever done anything? Yeah, if she's getting to 58s, maybe we send her to Dev, and hopefully they book her. You know, they're not too busy booking Lady Shani or Sari, so they should have some time for B Priestley. Walter 75 promo. Again, how is Don Callis hinting at his heel turn when he is not on screen? Doesn't make sense. 75 promo from MJF. That's pretty good. An 82 match. Wow, this is better than I expected it to be. Wow. And the crowd was white hot. Jeez, wow. I should put MJF on Dark more. Wow. 82 match, yeah. And I mean, these numbers, yeah, 73 wrestling rating, 62 crowd rating, 83 segment. Doesn't really make sense, but, you know, I'm not going to argue against this. Well, what a match. Oh my, are you kidding me? We got another 83. 83 has just been the magic number lately. We can't stop getting 83s. Oh my God, and Santana is out for a year. Jesus, man. That sucks. That really does suck. I mean, good thing I put them in Latin Mafia, so Ortiz will still, you know, Ortiz will be able to team with Garza Jr. and Humberto. So Ortiz will be fine, but, you know, losing anyone for a year sucks, especially someone as good as Santana. Yeah, that's sick. We made 1.7 million though. Oh yeah, these 83s aren't cutting it. We need to do even better than that to go up in the US. I wonder what it's gonna take. All right, and yeah, that was the last show we're gonna book on this stream. It's been a good one. We're coming in. We're just a little past 3 hours, but we got 4 full shows in. So yeah, you know, we can hang our hat up at the end of the day and be proud of the work we've done here. When we clock out at the TEW factory from the old timey clocking machine, it makes a loud when you put your card in. Yeah, he's out for a year. Man, that is really unlucky. Yeah, we're gonna have to we're gonna have to remember to add Black Taurus and Demonic Flamita to the Latin Mafia somehow, so that way one of them can take his place in that match coming up. Because yeah, we're not gonna do a 4-on-4. It's gotta be 5-on-5. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. And you know what? Here, we're gonna erase all these notes. Let's do this. All right, November 4th and November 11th. All right, we're gonna do. All right, that's the one match we know we're doing next week, and we're gonna have to remember to add Black Taurus. I mean, to be fair, it does kind of make sense. We already did an angle where you know, they didn't even try to save their boy Bandito from being jumped. So maybe it can be like a thing where, you know, they know the Latin Mafia's reputation, and they're not gonna fuck with Andrade. Basically, they don't want to be on his bad side. So if Andrade comes to them and says, Santana's hurt, you guys need to get in here, they're gonna be like, yes sir, please don't beat us up. So yeah, that shouldn't be too hard to do. They're already heels also. And Black Taurus, I think he's unimportant right now because we book him to lose a bunch. Yeah, he's got cold momentum, but his popularity isn't too bad. If we can think if we give him a character idea or two and let me write this down. All right, yeah, if we can give him a couple of character ideas and get him some more momentum and then hopefully have him get some wins on Dark, we can probably get him back to recognizable by the pay-per-view. Probably. I'm just going based on his popularity. Because he is popular enough to be recognizable. Let's see what NXT got. A 71. 5,000 fans. Amateur hour over here. It's like they're not even trying. Although I did see that 90 match there, which was that Tegan Knox in that match? Am I crazy? My cat also does not believe it. Oh yeah, we also need to we're probably gonna have Mia Yim turn at the pay-per-view. I don't want to give away too much. I mean, I'm going to have to give it away before the pay-per-view if I want to do it, which is that's one of the things in this game. You can't hide if you're gonna turn somebody. But I'm thinking there may be another turn happening at the pay-per-view. But yeah, I think we're just gonna do it. I think we're just gonna have Mia Yim turn heel and somebody else will also turn at the pay-per-view. There's no rule that says only one person can turn per show. I'm sure if we wanted to, we can turn Don Callis, Brandy, Mia Yim, Jim Ross. All right, anyways, I'm just talking nonsense now. Let's get up to Wednesday or Tuesday and get the hell out of here. We've done a good, honest day's work. I think I deserve to lay my head rest until the next stream. Also, yeah, I really am shocked at Kento Miyahara gaining it. Like, he went from like 50 something to 65. I actually need to check. What did I book him to do? Oh, it's Halloween. Hooray. I didn't do any Halloween stuff on my show. I completely forgot about that. Oh, Bray Wyatt became the Universal Champion. Good for him. Crown Jewel happened. I don't want to go through this card. Oh, 01 has been given a financial warning. Oh yeah, I think somebody commented before that we should buy 01, which is crazy because I didn't even know they were going out of business like this. But yeah, I looked over their well, first of all, who is this? Who is Carlos the Mole? And yeah, I looked over their roster, and I mean, Fuminari Abe is cool. There's a lot of like old men here. I definitely don't think I want to buy this company. Masato Tanaka's cool. Shinjiro Otani. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think it would be worth it. I would have to, fill the roster with a bunch of Japanese people I wanted, and that just seems like a lot of work. Can we look at El Santo Jr.? Are you any good? No. All right, well that's unfortunate. Yeah, we're definitely not gonna buy 01. Oh, it's about to be November 1st. I wonder if a bunch of contracts are gonna come up. I kind of hope not. It is always fun, but if a bunch of if a bunch of contracts come up right now, we're just gonna end the stream and deal with it next time because I don't have it in me right now to do a bunch of hiring and stuff. Oh, on the roads again. Oh, we can call Cody Rhodes again? Oh, okay. Is his name... Where you at? Oh, no, his name's still Cody. All right, well, let's change it then. He got his last name back. Hey, all right. Congratulations, Cody Rhodes. 01 about to go out of business. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm not gonna and yeah, you know what? I'm not seeing a bunch of contracts. I think we're in the clear. All right. Well, I don't know why it's taking so long to load. Okay, a bunch of nothing. Oh, Mika Awada in no condition to work. What? Oh, a bunch of painkillers. Whoa. That's not cool. All right, yeah, I don't know what that's about. Hopefully that was a one-time random thing. Oh my god, Trisha Dora has sustained the broken neck. Whoa. Oh, she's also out for a year. Wow. All right, people are getting hurt. All right, that is very unfortunate. All right, we're gonna get up to Tuesday and then we're gonna call it. I think. I just wanted to do this because for some reason it seems to go by faster at the end of the stream than it does at the beginning of the stream. I feel like. So yeah, so next time we'll get straight into Dynamite. Kento Miyahara is gonna wrestle. I don't really know what else we're doing, but you know, I know what we're doing at the pay-per-view, so we're just gonna go off that, and I'll come up with something by next week. And then yeah, I'm also gonna have to figure out what the hell we're gonna do for the first episode of Collision. That's coming up literally the day after the pay-per-view. I think actually is the pay-per-view on a Saturday or a Sunday? Oh, also, first of all, we're not doing this full 0 hour. We're just gonna go ahead and before I forget. Okay, the pay-per-view is actually on a Saturday, so yeah, 2 days after the pay-per-view, we're gonna start Collision. So yeah, I'm gonna think about that. But that will be something we can talk about next time. So if you've enjoyed this episode, which I hope you have, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, all that stuff. You can catch me on Twitch at Hijo de Amigo. I stream on Fridays and Sunday afternoons, Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you next time. Take it easy, everyone.